Hello everyone, I am Interact. This is Dead Cells. Let's get back into it. We are still on the hunt to getting good and being able to beat some more 3 boss cell runs. We've done it before, but I'd like to get my Foundry upgrade a little bit. Alright, so Twin Daggers, this is probably just going to carry us, honestly. This Ice Bow. So we've got Ice Bow 1S, plus 2 tactics, all damage taken, minus 20%. Shots pierce the first target, frost-related slowdown. Alright. We're probably still going to be doing a lot of skipping of the first floors. For the most part. I do want to take care of these caster guys because they can snipe you through walls and whatnot. And I'd rather not have that happen. Okay, Crusher's a pretty good pick. Yeah, I'd rather not have that happen. Okay, come on. What? It's wall climbing me instead of... Huh. It kept wall climbing me instead of letting me, oh boy. What am I trying to say here? Instead of letting me just, like, go on the, little chain. Hands are a little... Let me actually take this... Just take my jacket off, get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? It kept, wall climbing me instead of letting me on the chain. I thought I was putting the inputs in to get on the chain. It's been a little bit since I played last. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna die. Oof. Why can that guy do that right now to me, please? We need something better. Yeah, Cursed Sword is what I'm looking for. If I could find the Frantic Sword, that would be ideal. Come on, please. Okay, there we go, Frantic Sword. The only reason I say that is because the Ice Bow already has plus 2 tactics on it. This one, apologies for the dog as always. I don't know what his problem is, man. So we're gonna get rid of these Twin Daggers. I do not like the fact that that guy can shoot you while you're in the shop. That doesn't seem very fair. Okay, so we're already doing like significantly more damage than we were. I'm gonna grab a point in survival because we're probably gonna be going for the health. Mutations, there's a treasure room, that's good, okay. So I mean, I haven't played in a bit. I just want to get completion, you know? I don't know when... Obviously, you know, it's a little early to be like, well, where's the next patch, guys? Because, you know, people have gone through the content, that's fine. I'm just curious, because they had the Foundry update and the Brutality update were pretty, like, back-to-back. So I just wonder if they're already planning a new update. It feels like the dev team is pretty good about their updates. So I'm just wondering, you know, if they have a new update planned. I assume they have one planned. I'm just wondering how far down, you know, production is it. And we'll take these guys out basically just because we can one-shot them. So why not? Take another point in survival, gives us the HP. I'll fight an elite here. Not been using Crusher as much as I probably should have. Okay, necklace is actually... It's actually a pretty good necklace. We know that... Well... There's actually no benefit that we're going to get from anything here. That's just going to lead us to the old sewers, and we don't really want to go to the old sewers because the old sewers are terrible. So we're going to go Promenade. Probably do the Promenade to Prison Depths type dealio. Still have nothing from you. Yeah, that's right. We lost our, No! Well, I mismenued. That's my mistake. But that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. Maybe we can get a lot of, maybe we can get a lot of food drops to make it worth it. I feel like with something like this, maybe like having it increase the amount of food drops that you get, like increase your percentage chance. I'm gonna take a drink. I hate wasting a drink there, but kind of feel like I have to. This is the time door that I missed, I assume. It is not. That's interesting. Okay. What have we got down here? 10 cells. Nifty. I wonder what the next update will be. You know, like how drastically will it change the flow of the game? Because the past two updates have been very, like, they've changed a lot. The Foundry changed the whole progression system. The brutality update changed the way that your builds work in terms of scrolls and whatnot, and changed a lot of the ways that items scale with various stats and whatnot. They've been pretty transformative updates is what I'm trying to get at. So I'm wondering what they're going to do next. There's my time door. Okay. I feel like it might just be more content. You know what I mean? Like more bosses, more areas. I feel like the system right now with scrolls and mutations and stuff could use some minor tweaks, but I don't think it needs an overhaul. I think pretty much just more content is what people are looking for. And obviously the extra cell runs provides that to an extent. Okay, so we're actually getting a lot of cake here. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you, Crusher. Doing the work for me. So we're gonna go get this cake because we need healing. 30% HP. That's pretty good, actually. Maybe there is something to this mutation. Ooh. Don't want to get hit there. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of bombardiers. Grenadiers? Bombardiers? What are these things called? That's just the key. I don't care about the key. I've already got that. Okay, well, let's take this boy out. And then continue forwards. I think that we're strong enough to be messing with these enemies right now. You know, I've said that, like, in the early game, we're just gonna kind of skip stuff. I think that we're strong enough right now to be fighting enemies. Probably not with reckless abandon. But we're definitely strong enough to be taking them on. Some of them at least. The tracer enemy dudes that jump behind you still spook me a little bit. Just because they are a little unpredictable in terms of when they're going to actually attack you. I hate this thing's AI. It's very bothersome. Just because it's hard to predict, or harder to predict. Okay. Thank you, Crusher. Was there another enemy? If there was, he's gonna try and sneak attack me when I open the chest. That's sneaky boy. Oh, hello. Another ice bow. Ice bow 3S. So we get an additional 5% damage reduction. Slows down all nearby. That thaw still pierces. Okay, that sounds good. And we can't sell that, of course, because that was one of our starting items. So I've been playing some other games, namely Rainbow Six Siege. And before you're like, oh, you're bandwagoning Siege now it's popular again. Look, man, I played Siege in beta. I've been through the hard, rough times of Rainbow Six Siege, back when that game was, you know, not the best in the world. I played through the first season as well, a bit, and I just get back into it, you know. I can give you a screenshot proof to provide to you that I have the skins that require you to have played the closed beta, the closed alpha, the peacock skin and the fire skin, and I can show you that on my Steam it says that I purchased it on, was it December 20th, I think? Let me click on it really quick. Yeah, December 20th of 2015, which is, I believe, like a week after it came out. So, what am I looking at here? Well, my Crusher does. So my Bear Trap burns. I don't really like that. Burn when they die is not really an affix I'm going for here. But it is pretty good against these guys. I think that my Crusher should, yeah, start doing some work here. It does synergize with itself, which is pretty rare to see, honestly, given the nature of random affixes. It poisons them and then does extra damage to poisoned targets, which is super nice. But yeah, so I've been playing some Siege off and on. I've been streaming some Slay the Spire and some... I'm not really playing Dead by Daylight as much anymore. The game's getting a little... Once you hit the higher ranks, the game gets a little one-sided, shall we say, and it's not the side that I play. I think we need to be taking Cursed Chests if we want to progress in the 3-cell runs. You know, actually, that seems pretty good. So let's swap this up. I don't think we need the Bear Trap, so let's see what this does. Plus one tactics, 20% damage reduction, that's good. Although it does give us 20% more damage taken, so I don't know how that works. Slows down all the nearby enemies when it thaws bleed, slow flash, okay. It's better than this Bear Trap, for sure. And then, I think we put points in survival. It's weird not putting points in tactics because all of our weapons and abilities scale off of tactics. Oh, there's a free one right over there, huh? Hmm. So we gotta be wary of this curse. The curse can end very poorly for us. That's for sure. If we don't play it properly. Yeah. So we're gonna have to kind of cheese our way out of this one, I think. Oh, we don't have alienation. We've made a terrible mistake. I thought we had alienation. Oh dear. We don't even have alien, so we're gonna have to actually kill 10 whole enemies. Oh boy. That's not good. I actually think that the colorless one is worse, just because it gives us the 20% damage taken, and the only benefit that it gives is slows all nearby enemies, which it already does because of AoEs, so I think I'm going to get rid of the colorless one. This is going to be a little dicier, I think, for sure. Not looking forward to it. Not close enough to power that? Whoa. Why are you getting aggressive? Okay, 2 more. So we just have this one boy up here. We're gonna try and fight him normally. This was a bad idea, I think. No, it was a fine idea. Okay, curse lifted, we're good. Tinted wall, what you got for me? Gold, okay. Sure. I thought we had alienation. I probably still would have taken the chest even if I had known. I really want this elite to get the heck out of here because of that. Oh boy. We're in quite a pickle here. All that for a Valmont's whip, huh? Perfect. Oh boy. Not in a great spot here. Not at all. No, there's a vape boy down here. It's... I mean... Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I guess we have auto crits on, so... Oh no, you have got to be kidding me right now. Alright, get this guy out of here. The auto crit's gonna help for now, but we're really gonna need something to help us out here. I don't want to use my healing because I think it's just a bad idea. I think wasting a healing potion here is a mistake. So we're gonna try and kill as many enemies as possible. We're gonna go check that. Well, let's kill this guy first, actually. So the auto crits kind of makes up for the fact that we're not building full damage at the moment. Let's see what this chest has in it. Or, it says it was a chest room, so. I'm really... Oh, thank you for the cake. I do very much appreciate that. I'm going to abuse my auto crits for a moment here before we pick up that cake. Just to get through this stuff. There we go. That's just the exit, okay. Ooh, buddy. Counter shield. Sadly not upgraded enough for me to consider it, I don't think. Alright, so we're gonna pick up this cake. I don't know what that laugh was, that was a little weird. Is that like a cursed cake? Never seen that one before. I feel like we want a better melee weapon. Given the choices. I think our bow is actually fine. War Spear is a consideration. I don't want one that burns on death though. Got another frantic. Extra damage when doing critical. Gives us a tactics, which is nice. Better than brutality, I think. Fires an arrow upwards and forwards. I'll take it over what I have. It's not too big of an improvement, but I think it'll be better at the very least. I don't know why I'm not teleporting here. I see a star on the map. So we're gonna go for that. Prison Depths I remember being a fairly short-ish, shorter at least, area. So we should, oh, tinted wall. So we should be closing in on the exit somewhere, I would think. Okay, perfect. Just what I wanted in an assault shield. It is a, man, the scroll is trapped inside of a spawner. What a bummer. I took damage. What a dummy I am. So we're at 5. I don't remember when we break to 6. Yep, there's the exit. So let's explore a little bit more. We need to get some scrolls out of this place. This is the area I didn't want to explore because I believe I had a curse when I came here originally. The vape boy is up here. Does he have anyone with him? He does. Alright, what's in the wall? Gold? Yeah, I was kind of hoping for food. Getting a lot of cells out of this place as well, which is nice. Not really why I'm here. I'm kind of here more for the extra scrolls and loot. And maybe some food in the walls, which I can't seem to find at the moment, so we're gonna progress onwards. Shoot forward just to make sure. Yeah, because something like that could happen. Alright. Cell door, not really what I'm in the mood for. Although apparently rhymes is what I'm in the mood for. There is someone else, yeah, there's a rapier boy here. Tinted wall, food. Just gold again. Oh no. Made a terrible mistake. Ah, I took both of them. Jeez. Just more cell doors, huh? Okay. I wanted to teleport up. My mistake. So I think, you know, I'm having not played in a while. I'm slightly rusty. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm just gonna blame it all on that. But, you know, this game is not one that you can just kind of pick up and start playing with the greatest of ease. Although I do have enough time in this, I think, that I've developed the muscle memory for the most part. For enemies that I've, you know, fought a billion times and am extremely familiar with. Which is most of the enemies in this area, I think. Not the spinners so much, but the spinners I mostly just kill quickly. Alright, we need trap. We need, you know which trap we need, Mr. Shopkeeper. There we go, that's the boy right there. Extra damage to a frozen target, shots pierced, survival and tactics. It's the perfect trap. Even better than the traps on r/anime memes. They're all about their traps. Don't, I mean, it's a pretty degenerate place. I wouldn't go there if I were you. Unless you're into that kind of thing. In which case, feel free. What mutation do I want now? Do I want to go for alienation? I feel like I need to. I feel like I want to reroll them, but I want to save my reroll for the later one, the one right before the boss, because obviously alienation, the food one, like none of the mutations that I have right now are going to do anything against the boss. They're actually just going to be pointless. So I think we're just gonna keep rolling along with this. Hope we can find a, yeah, blocked out of that. Obviously, it's very slow. Trying to play a little methodically at the moment. I didn't even realize that we were in crit range right now. Can't let these things get off. They will multi-hit you like a mother. Like a mother, you know. Forgot this place had trackers in 3-cell. Might even have them in 2-cell. Oh dear. Okay, what do we got up here? Make sure I don't hit the armadillo boy in the back on accident. Done that very many times and it has gotten me in a lot of trouble. Wish you would drop me some food, friend. Alright, so obviously Mr. Heavy Turret over here is going to do a lot of the work for us. It saddens me that I don't have cooldown reduction right now, but can't really fit that into the build. I mean, I could if I had re-rolled this food thing away, because the food thing is not doing much of anything for me right now. I think we were at 5, so this increases how much we get per kill, which is always nice. Can't attack him from the back. Important to remember. Oh, buddy. Alright, cool. I'm surprised that the bleed actually killed him there. Perhaps the bleed scales with your tactics. Since it is a tactics-based weapon, that would make sense, I guess. Alright, so we get 7 now. That's nice. Getting our little incremental benefits from killing enemies. Make sure I don't smush myself with an elevator. Have done it before. Felt like a complete idiot when I did it. Alright, so here's a curse chest to heal us. Thank you, alienation. And 8. Ooh. Ooh, buddy. Oh, that's a hard one to pass up. Oh, that's so difficult to pass up. Frantic Sword is so much better against bosses. War Spear is so much better at clearing. Victims freeze upon death? Or unfreeze nearby enemies, throws a grenade. Oh buddy, oh buddy, oh buddy. This is that's a hard decision. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a very hard decision. Once again, it's that 20% damage increase that really is not selling me on it. Normally, you know how much I love the War Spear if you've been watching this series much. You know what, the War Spear is my bae. You could draw me like an anthropomorphized War Spear, it'd be my waifu, but that'd also be really weird. Please don't do that. Although if you do, I guess send me a picture? I don't know how you would do that, to begin with. And it would scale with our survival. Well, it would scale with anything because it's colorless, but it's that 20% damage increase that's really, really not making me want to take it. This is awful. So any one hit from these guys and I'm just straight up dead. Which is what is so distressing about this right now. Alright, cool. Course lifted. Nifty, thank you. In addition to being able to hit him from up here, he can also hit me, so just be aware of that if you're ever trying to fight a, what are they called? Slasher? Call them rapier guys. If you're ever trying to fight those boys like that, be aware they can also hit you. It is not a one-way street. And they will hit you with reckless abandon. What have we got here? Another spinner. Little Beyblade boy over here. I am like, part of me is hoping for a drop from some of these mobs that I need drops from. I think those, like the lightning totem things. Oh no, please. I have a wife and child. You can't do this to me. Part of me is hoping for a blueprint drop, and then the other part of me is like, what are you talking about, you idiot? Just win the run. Okay, another curse chest. It's giving us scrolls, which is giving us power. Grappling hook, not even remotely worth thinking about. And I think we're at the point where we can start taking some damage here. We need some tactics. That 15% damage increase, gonna go well for us. We were going up, that's correct. I'm interested to see where they go with this game. I like that they take community suggestions, because I think that's a good idea for a dev to do. But some of the community suggestions, I mean, I'm sure that you know, if you've ever been a part, I just realized I'm cursed, and I'm not really playing like it. If you've ever been a part of a large-ish community on something like Reddit, you know that sometimes people will have opinions that are not, let's say, good, the most constructive or well thought out. There are some people that have, I'm not saying they're wrong for having an opinion that's different than mine. I'm just saying that their opinions are not good or healthy for the growth of a game like this sometimes. Which is just the nature of having a large community, is you have, you know, vocal minorities occasionally. You'll have people who suggest some slightly ridiculous things. Some people who want the game buffed, they're like, oh, well, 3 cell's too easy. Some people like me who are like, I think 3 cell's in a pretty good spot right now. It's pretty difficult, I'm having some trouble, but I can still get through it occasionally if I play it really well. And then you have people that are like, buff 3 cell, too easy. And then obviously the opposite is, you know, people who are like, 1 cell's too difficult, why would you do this? And I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to sound like a Dark Souls memer, but have you tried getting good? I mean, you know, DAE Dark Souls memes. The obscure indie underground hit Dark Souls. Shots pierce the first target. Is this significantly better? Suffers bleed, slows, frost related. It's better, but I don't know that it's better enough to the point where I want to spend 1,500 gold. Considering I don't have that much gold to begin with right now. We're a little strapped for cash. We're just trying to look for some extra scrolls at this point. And the places that we're going to find that is going to be like over here. In these doors, I think, is probably our best bet to find some kind of way to get better. Or we could find food vendors, which is actually very important if we run out of HP. I'm not going to go for too much longer here. Ooh, that was quite a drop. I'm just going to give a little bit more exploration if I don't find anything. There's a treasure chest. That could be something good. Or it could be that. Not really what I'm looking for. I feel like what we need is a balance patch. And more content, obviously. But, you know, in early access games, when it's more content, not something that you're looking for. You know? But I think right now, like, the meta build needs to be worked on. The meta build basically being sort of what I'm doing at the moment. It's mostly just frost-related CC is too strong. It reminds me a lot of old Bleed from back in the day. If you watched other episodes, you know, I've talked about when I played originally, Bleed being the prevalent build, and they nerfed it quite heavily because it was so good. So I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest to see them do something along those same lines to Frost CC. I'll fight this. It could give me something really good. This necklace is... you leave a cloud of toxic gas when you roll. That's actually pretty good. Also, the damage reduction taken gives me some gold when I vendor it. I don't see any scrolls right there, so I think we're gonna just go fight the boss at this point. Actually, I need to check on this heavy turret that's hidden down here, because it could carry the run. Oops. Projectiles burn the ground. No. Not really what I'm looking for. Alright, so let me just peep the map really quick. But yeah, we've got some unexplored areas, but I think I'm good enough. I've got some pretty hefty stats. Do I need that cake? No, I'm at full HP. Alright, cool. Let's go fight the boss and hopefully get some Foundry progress done. Done and out of the way. I'm not gonna say it. You know what I was going to say. I'm not gonna say it, because it's a dead meme, and it was stupid to begin with, and, you know. So we're gonna take that, even though we really don't want to be doing that. Probably gonna take cooldown reduction and damage while near a deployed skill? Or extra damage if they're taking poison, bleed, or burn. Damage near a deployed skill is probably better. And I believe that we get... no, we don't actually get any more flask refills. So that was stupid to take. Okay. I forgot that in 3-cell, it's not like 2-cell where you get one after the boss. You get actually just none. That was actually a very cheap shot right there. He barely gave me any time to roll out of that one. So basically this boss is kind of a joke at this point in the game. But I mean, you probably know that if you're playing this game at all yourself. That was kind of a cheap shot there, buddy. I mean, even without a meta like ICC build, he's still kind of just, you know, he's a pushover. Missed the time door, sure. Not shocked. Alright, so we got some of them we can get to S. I think we need more weapons at S. Possibly? Like, I think Frantic Sword needs to be at an S if we're gonna be progressing easily through these things. Start finishing off War Spear as well. So, an additional tactics, an additional 50% damage, and some stats that don't matter at all. However, it has like 200, not 200%, but 200 more damage. so good enough for me. I would like to reset my mutations. I think we want cooldown reduction, we want damage on kill, and alienation. Oh, we do get a flask recharger. How nice. And then we're gonna go to my old favorite standby, the Slumbering Sanctuary. I might start doing some challenge runs after this, just to kind of see if I can do like a no boss cell curse sword run or something. You know, spice it up a little bit. Where is this vape boy? It's all the way down there. Has he got people with him? Yes, he does. That is not good. Alright, so now that he's out of the way, we can actually start. Well, that's an interesting glitch right there. Must say I didn't see that one coming. I don't actually know if you can get patterns in 3-cell or not, but there are still some patterns that I need from these enemies because I haven't killed enough of them to... I haven't either killed enough of them or brought a hunter's grenade down here to get them. Another vape boy. Wow. So get on this so they can't actually hit you. Ooh, they will try though. My goodness. Like these things, I know I need a pattern from them. The little legless caster guys. I like 100% need a pattern from them. But then again, I have like probably, you know, 50 kills lifetime, so... Statistics are not in my favor that they would drop a pattern that has... I think the rare patterns have like a 0.4% chance of dropping. So the odds of that happening are slim. At best. Where are we going? We got a scroll and we got a door. I'm gonna take this because apparently... Oh, not apparently. We have more survival, so our turret's doing slightly more damage. I'm gonna skip these guys and just go for the vape boy. Okay, he's got a lot of friends with him. Holy crap. Ow. This is quite the area. Holy mother of God, what is going on in here? Okay, so we took out the elite, which is nice. What is this? Extra survival, which will lose us a little bit of HP. All long dives you, all damage you take is dealt to nearby enemies. It'll increase the damage of our turret, but we also lose a lot of HP because we have so few points in survival. That's actually, the brutality on that is actually providing like a lot of statistical benefit in the health department. You know, like the FDA, the health department. If you're an American, at least. So we have this cursed chest, which is going to heal us. That's why we take alienation. And hopefully give us something really good. Level 1 meat skewer. Not really what I'm in the market for, I would say. Take some more HP. It gives us cooldown reduction now as well. Because we wisely picked up an actual mutation that works with tactics. This is going to be a very awkward little fight here. Because I'm afraid this guy's going to snipe me. This caster boy. Alright, he didn't. Thank you for not doing that. Apparently you can come back in here and there will be more enemies. That's interesting. I didn't know that about the doors here. Alright, so that's a dead end. Obviously. Another vape boy. Wow. Okay, curse lifted. Thank you. Very, very much. Okay. Got rid of the vapey boy. So now we can proceed with caution still. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what I don't like about these guys. Oh god, they shoot so quickly. They shoot muy rapido. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your language. I apologize if you happen to be. of a Spanish-speaking country. From a Spanish-speaking country, would probably be a better way of putting that, without sounding like a complete idiot. Once again, 5%. Okay, pierces all enemies is pretty much sold me on this right here, if we're being honest. That's gonna come in handy a lot. So we've killed all the enemies here, which is what you want to be doing in Slumbering Sanctuary. You want to clear out all the basic enemies before the other ones spawn. Random skills, I mean, use a better Frost Grenade. 5% damage taken increaser. Sever bleed damage, slows all nearby enemies. I've got the extra gold, so I might as well. I think we're gonna go this way, although, yep, that's a dead end. I figured it probably would be. An elite fight. Probably... Holy mother of God. Probably a bad idea is what I was going to say. But it worked out in the end, because, once again, this build kind of needs a little bit of a nerf. I'm going to take that over the other one. It'll increase our damage, we lose a fair chunk of HP from the loss of brutality, but we can start putting points in brutality if we need to. Wow, another ice bow. I'm so glad I just bought that one. Reduces the chance of unfreezing, pierces the first target. So it's unfreezing or pierces all enemies, I think, is what we're debating. And I think with the Frost Grenade giving us the ability to freeze all enemies quite easily, I think that the unfreezing chance is better. I've never seen this layout for the button. That's new. I also didn't clear out the whole thing, I don't think, before I hit the button. Actually I did. Huh, okay. I thought the floor was typically larger than that, but, you know, procedural generation is the meme word of the day. I hate these guys with an absolute passion. This is why. The only thing I hate more than them is probably those golems, but those golems are not the kind of things that are going to snipe you through walls. That's my problem with these guys, is that I mean, I understand, like, they're designed to do that, right? That's their whole purpose in life, is to shoot you through walls, but... Oh, I didn't clear out this. Oh, no. You see, this is why you clear out. You see that that guy has a freaking shield on him? And there's also a golem down there who's going to do this to me? This is why golems are bad. Thankfully, they cannot be made immune by the target dummies, because... it's something along the lines of, like, they're massive enemies, and massive enemies are immune to immune shields, or something like that. I think the spawners as well are immune, although I don't know of any area where they both exist. I think that rapier guys and what's her names are also immune, the Beyblades. You have to be on your toes in terms of rolling when you're up against these casters, because they will snipe you. And on 3-cell, everything hits like a truck. Which, if you play this game, you probably already know that. Alright, so we're gonna check this out, because I've never actually been in an area where it had things spawn in as well. I guess it's kind of just for more cells? Ugh, golem. Oh, so the kamikazes do spawn in. You can actually see it here. It does the spawn animation, but it doesn't have a certain animation for them spawning up in the air. So it does the basic spawn animation of them spawning on the ground. That's quite interesting, actually. I'm interested by some really weird stuff. It makes sense coding-wise why they would do that. Saves on having to make an extra animation for just kamikazes spawning in. Which, I mean, like, you know, is the kind of thing that they would want to polish before they release the game, but with the unreleased game, that's kind of, like, extremely low on the priority list. If a priority list exists, that's probably like near the bottom. You know, that's like far below new animations for enemies or new enemies to animate. Things of that ilk. I'm still gonna take this. Gives us a little bit of HP. You know, 1%. It's fine. Nothing to write home about, but fine. Alright. And this should take us to one of the two areas. Forgotten our clock tower. Please don't kill me. My main issue with those golems, by the way, is the fact that they can just suck you back in no matter where you are. We're gonna take a point in brutality because it's 50% HP. And that's pretty good. Oh! Okay, cool. The roll grenade killed him. Thank you, roll grenade. So let's hope that this is clock tower and not forgotten. It's forgotten. Well, back we go. Backtrack in time. I am not trying to pad for time, by the way, in case you might be under that impression. I don't know why you would be, honestly. But I don't know, I guess with the recent YouTube change, maybe I need more watch time. I don't actually need it, because I don't care, because I've stated many, many times before, this is a hobby for me, this is not a job. I'm very sad that they removed the amount, the ability for small channels like mine to make any money at all. If you're wondering how I got partnered with so few subs and whatever, I grandfathered in, basically. Way back in the day, I had enough views to get in, which I think was all you needed, really, was views. This was like back in 2010 or something. So I managed to get enough views, which is all they cared about. It's like 30,000 or something, channel views. And so I got partner from that. I was never making any money because I never actually got, like, you know, you basically need to not have this golem do that to you. A certain amount of basically like consistent watchers, people who watch the content consistently, to make any amount of money at all. But they modified the system now, so now you need at least 1,000 subs, which my sub count is public. It's like, of the making of this video, like 45. So I think to say that I have a ways to go might be an understatement. But I was making, you know, pennies, like literal pennies every day from the current content that I'm putting out, which adds up to, you know, it's like a few dollars. It's nothing special. It's, you know, it's not a livable wage, but it's nice to have, you know, the extra $10 for, you know, buy a new rogue-lite here and there or something like that. But they got rid of it, so whatever. I don't really care. Maybe one day I'll get a bajillion subs and be popular, but I doubt it. Oh boy. I'm gonna take it because I think that if you're not playing aggressively, you're never going to get ahead in 3-cell run. I think that basically you need to take every single deal possible. Ceiling turret colorless. Man. That's a tempting one. I'm not gonna lie, that's tempting. But yeah, it sucks that they changed the way that it works. I'm not going anywhere. I know a lot of people have said things like, oh, well, it's gonna make me quit YouTube. And I'm like, dude, if you're in YouTube for the money, and you don't already have thousands of subs, what are you doing? Like, come on. Who are you kidding? You're not PewDiePie. Like, if they made it so, you know, if you had over a certain amount of subs, you couldn't make money, there'd be extreme backlash they would actually care about. But it affects people like me. And if you're a person like me, and you're in this to make money, I hate to tell you, you're better off, like, just applying to like McDonald's or something, dude. You're gonna make more money. Like significantly more money. Can I get an explanation? I don't have alienation. I got rid of it. Well, that was stupid of me. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about YouTube and stuff in general. If you enjoy it, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment with, I don't know, maybe you're affected by it. Maybe you're a small YouTuber as well and you got affected by it. And hey, it sucks, but what are you gonna do, man? That's the game, right? And subscribe for more in the future, because I need those 1,000 subs to start making the big bucks so I can be PewDiePie. It's not, I don't want to be PewDiePie. Subscribe if you enjoy it. If you don't, please don't. And I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Goodbye.